Hey, what's up, all you rideshare drivers out there? Lakeland Lifter here with a rideshare video. So if you're like me, you get the Uber and the Lyft decals, these stickers that just you stick in your windshield, and they're supposed to be reflective, as you can kind of see. Although I find that only the Uber logo actually is reflective at night, and the Lyft one, once the sun goes down, this is even though it's supposed to be reflective, it's to me it's like completely invisible. So I do most of my driving at night, and I do a lot of like metro areas like downtown Tampa and downtown Orlando. And I want something to make the car stick out more, so I can like text or call the rider and be like, "Hey, I'm in the car with the light up Uber sign." Just it looks cool. So I've been looking around on Amazon and eBay, and there's a whole bunch of different signs. Some are acrylic, some are plastic, some are vinyl. They all have different colors and different features and things like that, and they all vary in price. And there doesn't seem to be any one major seller. But I found that the two most popular are these two: this rectangular one with the suction cups, and this circular one, which is battery powered. So we'll take a look at how they look during the day. So here's a shot of both of the signs in my car during the day. If you look at the rectangular sign, it's bigger, it's brighter, it stands out more. The pink from the Lyft kind of circles around the whole edge of the sign, which makes the Uber logo actually easier to read compared to the circular sign, where the blackness of the Uber just kind of fades into the background, and it's not quite as easy to see during the day. So I like the rectangular sign for day better already. Let's take a look at how they look at night. All right, so here they are at night. As you can see, the circular one is much brighter and has actual color, whereas the rectangular sign is just black and white, or I should just say white, really. Although I find that the circular sign, the light makes the Lyft logo look kind of blurry, and the Uber sign's fine, but because it's black and white, it's not quite as easy to read. If you look at the rectangular sign, it's a sharper, crisper image. And it's kind of cool how it's like these glowing, just logos kind of floating on a black background, especially at night. So I think that, to me, again, I think the rectangular one looks better at night. So let's go over the pros and the cons of each sign. We'll start with the circular one. All right, so the pros on this one, and there's a few of them. First of all, it's much, much easier to install. You would just take the backing off the 3M tape here, you slap it up against your windshield, and then your brackets would stay there. And if you ever need to take the sign out just for like temporary storage, you would slide up off the brackets, throw it in your glove box, boom, done. So major pro on the circular one is just so much easier to install. Another pro, like we just saw, is that it's more colorful and bright. It's not as clear, and it just takes up less space in your windshield, so it's less distracting. But let's talk about the cons or the downsides to the circular sign. First of all, it looks like an unlicensed knockoff. As you can see, like the Lyft font is squished down, but the Uber font is stretched up. So I mean, it just looks kind of like a knockoff, some kind of bootleg pirate product or something like that. Also, because it's battery powered, I mean, it's absolutely that you're going to have to buy batteries for it, and who knows how long these batteries last. Because what happens when you're driving and your light's on and then the batteries just crap out? Now you're driving around with no sign, unlighted sign. You can't exactly, while you're driving, swap the batteries out, so you're gonna have to pull over or something like that. So that's a pain right there. Or you're gonna have to invest in rechargeable batteries and a charger. So again, it's just an added expense. There's an auto off feature on here, like as I mentioned, which is nice, but a lot of times what happens is if you're sitting at a really long red light, or you're sitting outside of a rider's house, or wherever you're just sitting waiting for them to pick up, you're just sitting there, the car's not moving, the sign thinks that like you're done, so it'll just shut itself off. Which brings me to my biggest complaint about the circular sign, is that once it does shut off, you have to reach way over and turn it back on. And for me, the only way to do that was to actually take my seatbelt off and reach way over to turn it back on. And that's a major, major pain. You're not gonna be able to do that while you're driving. So that's a major downside to the circular sign. Let's talk about the rectangular sign. So there's quite a few pros on this. First of all, it looks a little bit more professional, looks more legit, like it's a licensed product. The logos are all matched up and everything. They're not stretched out, anything like that. So it just looks more professional. It's bigger and more colorful, so it's easier to spot during the day, like as I said during the day video. The suction cups can be removed, not as easily as this one, but at least you're not committing to putting this permanent adhesive onto your windshield. The logos just look sharper when they're lit up, and they blend in the background, which looks cooler. And you can turn it off right at your driver's seat because it plugs right into a cigarette lighter, and there's an on-off button. So that's major convenience on that. And you don't have to buy batteries for it, so that's pretty cool. Let's talk about, there are a few downsides to this one. First of all, it's not as quick and easy to install, but you know, it only takes about 5 to 10 minutes to run the cord through your dash, and you know, you only do that for one day, and then it's there forever. You don't have to worry about it. It's not as quick and easy to remove for temporary storage, but it still can be done. I mean, you would just detach this from the extension cord, and you know, you take the suction cups off the windshield and throw it in your glove box. Boom, done. And it does make a buzzing sound when the lights are turned on, so that's a little annoying. It's rather quiet though. And as long as you have music playing, or if people are talking, you won't be able to hear it. As far as price and shipping and all that stuff goes, well, you're going to have to look around on Amazon and eBay. I bought the circular one on eBay for $20, free shipping, free 2-day shipping. Whereas the rectangular one I bought for about $11 with free shipping, but it took a month to get here all the way from China. I did find this one seller on Amazon Prime that sells both of these for about $26 with two-day shipping. So I'll put a link to that guy in the description box. If you're going to buy either of these, I would recommend going to that one. Just pay a little bit more for that 2-day shipping, assuming you have Amazon Prime. Otherwise, look around on eBay for somebody doing a free 2-day shipping. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos on other Uber and Lyft products and things like that. And I'll see you guys around. Bye.